Internal versus external people who you are hiring to do important things for your brand is an ongoing discussion, and sometimes it looks like a fight between different professionals coming from different perspectives and different objectives, actually, from different professions, from different jobs. And it's easy to understand, but now, from the standpoint of a PR who does accessibility together with the communication so that the communication sticks better in terms of people with disabilities, without disabilities, and technology. You can look at my other videos for that context. What is easier for me to see is the misunderstanding between actually creating the narrative yourself, the story of your brand yourself, and then hiring someone to tell it better. Because what I see from starting teams and from already established organizations, it's fascinatingly equally hard to understand. So there are teams which are ready to embrace storytelling, which are fine with dedicated a single person or a couple of people who are going to be the faces or the single face of this endeavor. And what I see in roughly 35 to, let's say, even 40% of my clients and the calls with potential clients is that people want to hire a PR person first because they don't understand what the PR person should do for them and what me as a PR agency am doing for them, but that's a whole other topic. But they have trouble understanding that if they dedicate the time and the resources to tell themselves what it is that they want to do, they are making it easier, faster, and more productive for their own selves. Because yes, we as PRs, it's our job to reach out to our contacts to arrange things, to smooth out communication issues or bugs or whatever. We can do that. It's not a problem. But when you hire us and tell us, "Oh, we want you to create this and that and this and that, and we want you to write us clever and more," well, any and each business wants to earn money, and when they dump on you, well, we do that, make it earn money through communication, marketing, whatever it is that you're doing. It will never work. First, because when you are hiring a PR, me as a PR agency, Omnimi Access Lab as a PR agency, you are hiring the capability of telling your story in a more productive way. I cannot make the story of your brand from thin air. I wasn't there with you, holding your hands when you signed the first papers for your first credits or whatever you did. I wasn't there when you hired your first worker. I wasn't there. You have to tell to me what it is in your brand that worth telling this story. What happened? What made you stick to that? What made you hire me? What made you passionate enough to think of the storytelling of your own brand and your organization? Because something did. Obviously, something did make you stick, something did make you hire the first person and the next people, something made you pay, all kinds of tariffs, of taxes, of allowances, of everything. Something makes this business and this organization stay open, stay active, stay viral, and stay productive in our world, alive. This something needs to be told to me. I I can start finding it out, but probably you didn't do an outstanding job telling your brand story, and this is why I'm here. I accept that. If I have the privilege to step on the work of a colleague who worked before me, that's an honor, actually, because I see that in this organization, for a while now, communication has been a real concern. And again, uh, communication, when I say communication, even mature businesses having hard time to grasp what it is, what I'm trying to say. Communication in terms of PR, in terms of me as a PR, in terms of what my agency can do and is doing for you, starts from communicating inside of your organization, starts communicating between you and your partners and the whole sector that you are in, or the interconnected sectors, because there are not much businesses which can thrive on their own, or which can thrive and pivot and do interesting stuff only within their sector. So they need to know what's happening around them. Communication and PR starts from this. And when you tell me I already tried to work with those people, it didn't work. Because of that, we have a stepping stone. We have a little story. We have a little something that we can use. Whatever happens between you and those people that you are not working anymore. Maybe you don't align that much. Maybe something emotional happened, or maybe you lost clients because of them, or they lost clients because of you. It's already a stepping stone that can be turned into something. Because what communication is, it's a flow of information. Everything is information and everything needs to be used. Because guess what? Especially in B2B communication, a lot of things are staying out there, a lot of things are known, even if you perceive it as something negative, as something that you should be away from, or stuff like this. It stays in the word of mouth, because we people in entrepreneurship talk a lot. We love working, but we love talking as much, especially at some sectors. So even if something negative happened, this can be used as well. I don't know what your scenario is, but if you're scared of something, then we have a stepping stone as well. Because you can say, even we had a negative situation. We were worried about it for 6 months. We lost this much amount of time to consult, or to tinker on what we can do. Then we hired a PR and we resolved this in. Now it works like this for us. It it should and can be used at any way possible. It's up to you to tell me your story, to tell me what it is that happened to your brand, and what it is that you portray that we can do. It's my job to help you realize what we can do, what is the scope of the actions that we can take, what is the scope of the things that we can do with the information that already passed through your organization. If you will, you can treat PR as management of data, management of information, which passed through your organization, be it from, as we talked right now, B2B context, be it as B2C, like just like when we started this video, or again, like B2C can be stories from your client support, or stories from the people who started testing for you, your first product, or your first consultation, or whatever it is again that you're doing. It's all data, all information that passed through your people, through you, through your systems. And this should not be thrown away, because this is what is shaping your organization. This is what brings value to the people around you. Because for me, what brings value to my clients is that I'm a PhD in psychology, and I'm listening to them as a psychologist. What brings them value on top of it is that I'm a blind person who is qualified in digital QA, so I can entirely on my own, based on my certification and my experience, survey their and test their digital solutions for accessibility flows. I can look at what they already have and build on top of the PR that we can do. Me myself am bringing this to the table. There is no other agency which does this entire thing in the entire world right now like this. I know it sounds all posh and stuff, but yeah, it's like this. I'm sorry. And I guess if you go through everything what's happened with your organization, you're going to come out with outstanding things that only you are doing in the way that they are done. Be it in a single context, like in a city or an area, or in the whole globe. Because trust me, when you start looking at different businesses and how people are starting or started doing this business, we can come out with incredible stories with incredible value for outstanding partnerships, because this is what business is. This is people who know how to do stuff for money, but have passion to do it in the best way available, possible in the moment. This is what we are trying to do. Yes, we of course that we want to earn money. Yes, but we want to do it in the best way possible for every one of us, because this is how we are going to win. We are all going to earn money just like this. And this is why I decided to put on the table, hey guys, and girls, look, we can do PR just like any other PR agency out there in the world. Or in the PR stack, in the PR flow, we can include accessibility, because when we build accessibility, we are building it for everyone, with disabilities and without disabilities. And in fact, let me tell you a little story on which my and your businesses can be based on. It's called the rule of the walkway. You can find it in many different names, but basically this is how it goes. So, the curb line of the walkways on our streets, usually on the west, but in the entire world right now, it's way easier to spot in way more places nowadays than let's say 15 years ago. So there is a curb, there is a slope at the very end of nearly each walkway now. It's done for wheelchair users. But currently, because it's done, it's used by people who don't have any trouble walking, but they broken their leg or twisted their ankle or whatever it is. It's harder for them to step on a higher walkway anyways. It's used by mommies and daddies and caregivers with baby carts, with shopping carts, with everything like this. It's used by anyone, and it's easier for everyone, especially for the people who bought posh cars and they want to park them on the walkways. It's a tradition of Europe, especially Southern Europe, where I'm situated in. So accessibility always works like this. In digital, in physical spaces, when you do accessibility, you're doing comfort for everyone who doesn't need accessibility right now, but is easier on them. And you're doing incredible work to ensure that people with disabilities, who are more than 15% of the people all across the globe, are going to be your clients, your partners, your whatever it is that's preventing them from currently be your clients. And I hear that with a lot of talks. So now, okay, I don't know about this accessibility thing because we don't have that many people with disabilities who were our clients. And I'm like, yes, of course, they are not your clients because you are not accessible. And being not accessible spans from digital spaces, you not describing your photos, for example, with alternative text. And it's very nice that you placed your coupon code in a non-descripted photo. And this is why you don't have a screen reader using person buying from you, because your asset was shot nicely, was edited even nicer, but it doesn't have the alternative text, which is the thing which enables a screen reader user to understand that this picture creates your coupon code. And because you didn't build it, this is why you don't have people who are using screen readers buying from you. So, yes, I understand that you don't have many clients with disabilities, but you will have, because you are going to lower the curb way. You are going to make it easier for them to walk on you, because described picture with an alt text is not used only by the person themselves being on your website or in your social medias. It's used with the search results and the search or optimization. And it's used with AI chats, recommending things to people who, again, don't have any need of visual accessibility because they can see perfectly fine. But the AI agents and the search optimization are using the same layer of code to look at the alternative text of your image and to tell them, look, there is a shop which does this coupon code right this week. You can try to use that because this will give you a better price this week. This cannot be done if you don't do accessibility right now. So this is the line which I want you to think of when you're thinking of hiring a PR, when you're thinking about your communication, what it is that people are going to win massively from, where you are lowering the curb to other people to step up and take up your business capabilities, how you are providing quality to the people that you are talking to or are trying to talk to. So just a short message. You can follow me in my social media, the social media of Omnimi Access Lab. On top of it, you can like this video, you can post me a comment, a question, and you can share this video, because there are not a lot of blind people who are trying to create content for you, and it's for a reason, because it's hard. There are not a lot of blind people who pursued PhDs, because it's hard. It's even less people with disabilities who are entrepreneurs, because it's even harder than pursuing a degree. So you can help me right now by becoming my client or by helping my content reach out to more and more people.